Hello, it's Tammy Pally, aka the Crafty Princess, and this is video number 6 in my series on Amigurumi success tips. Today I'm talking about faces. How do you get these little guys their cute little faces? What do you do? What about your eyeballs, okay? What about the noses and the mouths and all that kind of stuff? Because once you put them all together, or even sometimes before, you have to do something about the face, right? If you're making an animal, or like here's a doll I made, they have to have faces. And this is something that really kind of tripped me up when I first started making amigurumi, because I have to say that I do not have the best embroidery skills. I wish I did, but I do not. So after you've made an amigurumi toy and you've put it all together, you need to make a face. And it's a real bummer if you've done a whole bunch of work, like look how big this girl is. Yeah, she's almost 2 feet tall, 20 inches. So it's a real bummer if you do all this work. I mean, putting her hair on, my goodness, her hair took me forever. But it was a good learning experience, so I'm not complaining. But the thing is that once you do all this work, you don't want to mess it up by having a funky face, right? Or messing up the eyeballs or something like that. So here are a few options for you. All right, as far as this girl goes, if you look closely, you can see I used felt. All of these pieces are pieces of felt that I cut out. It actually came with the pattern. This is an ebook that I purchased through freshstitches.com, and she has about, I think there are 4 different dolls, and you can mix and match them, so you can change, the color tone of their skin, the type of dress that they're wearing. I actually added little panties for mine because I was like, the girl needs some undies, The hair, there's different options for the hair. So these pieces she had as part of the pattern that you could cut out. She had you actually hand stitch them on. But again, I'm not great with that type of stitching like that. So what I did is I cut out the pieces, and then I used some all-purpose glue, actually Aleene's glue that you can get all over the place. It's clear drying, and I glued on the pieces. And that's usually, for the most part, what I do for faces if I know that my piece is going, whatever I'm making is going to a little kid. Let me find another example, like here. All right, those are pieces of felt that I cut out and then glued on, and his little nostrils as well, okay? So felt is an option. There's also felting, which you can do, and I can see if you can see these guys' eyeballs here. This is something somebody made for me, and what she did here, if you look closely enough, oh no, she didn't felt these. I thought, but what you can do is you can take some fiber. You can actually just take even some yarn and stick it in there and get one of those felting needles and ding, 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 ding. I have a friend that does that. She does a great job. But once you do it, it's in there. It's in there. You can't take it out without ruining the piece. One of the things I like about using felt is that once I cut the piece out before I glue it on, I can arrange it in different ways to see, to make sure it's kind of semi in the right place and it's, centered as best possible and that kind of thing, okay? So that's another plus for me for that. Now, safety eyes, this guy has safety eyes. So what about safety eyes? They are also an option, and there's all kinds of really cute safety eyes. These are just black ones, but you can get colored ones, really, really pretty ones. The thing is with safety eyes, they're safe for the child if the child is old enough. So if you're giving this to a child who says maybe it's 5 or 6 years old, you're probably okay. Or an adult, say you're giving this to a friend of yours and just for her to have, and she's at 30 years old. Safety eyes are the way to go. Totally cool with that. However, if you are going to a baby shower and you want to give a teddy bear that will be played with by the baby, safety eyes are not safe for babies. They even say that on the package. If you look on the packaging, I believe it says something like, not meant for children under 2 or 3 years old. So, with me, I make items like for example, I'll make these little teddy bears like this. I have them in my Etsy shop, and I also, make them for people locally who purchase them from me. And I don't always know how old the baby's going to be. Oh, I also donate them too. So I don't always know the age of the child who's going to get this. And a lot of times, like I said, people will purchase these from me to put, to give during a baby shower. So obviously it's going to be a baby. So that's why I go with the felt versus safety eyes. But again, it just depends on who's going to get the toy. You got to kind of think about that. So yeah, that's my tip on putting together faces and making sure that your amigurumis are safe to play with, and have a wonderful crafting day. If you have any tips of your own about a face, I'd love to hear it. Put it down there in the comments, and thanks for watching.